Why Europe needs Ukraine. Welcome to a crucial decision. Why Europe needs Ukraine. As Russia invades, the EU's response strengthens unity and embraces Ukraine's European aspirations. Join us as we explore the pivotal moments, sacrifices, and values that make Ukraine an essential part of the European family. Let's delve into this historic opportunity together. The European Union has risen to the occasion and banded together to help the Ukrainian people as Russia currently invades their country. By giving it a fresh sense of purpose, Ukraine has brought the EU closer together than ever before. This emphatic EU reaction is entirely appropriate, as Putin's war is a direct attack on Ukraine's European choice and on the values that the EU itself has long claimed to champion. Now is the time for Europe to grab this historic opportunity and acknowledge that Ukraine's participation in the EU is the best defense against the Russian revanchist assault. Without studying Ukraine's 1,000-year history in depth, the best approach to comprehending the EU-Ukraine relationship is to reflect on the pivotal moments of late November 2013. Viktor Yanukovych, the president of Ukraine, abruptly reversed course under intense pressure from the Kremlin as the country was about to sign a highly anticipated association agreement with the European Union. Huge protests broke out all around Ukraine in response to Yanukovych's decision to renounce European integration and move the country toward Russia. Many people refer to this movement as the Euromaidan Revolution, in reference to Ukraine's decision to join the European Union, and the central square, Maidan, in Kyiv, which served as the focal point of the protests. Millions of Ukrainians participated in the revolution, enduring months of sub-zero winter weather while being constantly on guard against riot police and bands of regime thugs, threatening them with violence. Many protesters were shot dead in central Kyiv at the end of February 2014, as the conflict reached a deadly climax. After the massacre, Yanukovych's last remaining loyalists betrayed him, and he fled to Russia. Numerous Ukrainians put their own safety and financial stability at stake to participate in the Euromaidan demonstrations because they supported their nation's civilizational decision to have a European future. 8 years later, they are still showing extraordinary bravery and laying down their lives to defend the same European ideals that sparked the 2014 uprising. The Ukrainians, who are currently defending their country against Putin's war of destruction, epitomize the core European values of peace, dignity, tolerance, and human rights. People in other parts of Europe are responding favorably to their demonstration of a willingness to fight for these ideals, because they have come to take them for granted and are now being reminded that independence is not free. Ukraine's commitment to EU membership was codified in the nation's constitution in 2019. The official application for Ukraine to join the EU was signed by President Zelensky in the early days of the current conflict, which served as a reminder of this national objective. The European Parliament has since given this application strong support. The time has come for Brussels to publicly support Ukraine's application for membership. Although recent remarks by EU leaders on Ukraine's place in the European family have been positive, the response to Ukrainian requests for a fast-track membership during an EU summit on March 10 in Versailles was sadly lacking. The EU's ability to act in accordance with the idea that any European nation that upholds European values is eligible to join depends on how willing it is to do so. The EU's eastern border and other areas of Europe, such as the Balkans, would only be emboldened to engage in additional acts of aggression if the membership of Ukraine were to be delayed longer. This would mark a success for Putin's use of armed force. Appeasement strategies have obviously failed. It is time for European leaders to put aside their past concerns about upsetting Putin and work toward Ukrainian integration. Nothing is more offensive to Putin than Ukraine's geographic isolation, as the current conflict has demonstrated. The enhanced unification brought about by opposition to the war in Ukraine has made the EU stronger today. Millions of Ukrainians' bravery and tenacity have exposed the lasting significance of the ideals at the core of the EU's own mission, and the frailty of the peace that European integration has significantly contributed to achieving. Simply said, Ukraine is essential to the European Union. In order to show its own dedication to European principles and the resistance to the authoritarian alternative put forth by Vladimir Putin, it needs Ukraine. The EU needs Ukraine maybe more than any other country, since it best represents the values of democracy and peaceful cooperation that underpin the ambitious goal of a unified Europe. The initiative won't have the solid base it currently has if EU leaders reject Ukraine at this historic time. Thanks for joining us on this epic geographic voyage. Keep exploring our world. Until next time, stay curious.